Welcome to our last live session of the question and answer for compassionate mediation tools for your practice now. And it's been my honor and my privilege and my joy to interact with you in the live sessions and online. And there have been some questions that have been pre-submitted, so I thought I would answer those for you. And the first question is, how does compassionate mediation differ from divorce mediation? With the idea that Linda had asked about the compassionate mediation being a dual program. And she said in some states, they frown upon doing mediation and therapy. So I want to speak directly to that. Up until now, there has been nothing like compassionate mediation. If an individual or couple wanted to get divorced, they would hire an attorney. They would hire collaborative attorneys. They would go to divorce mediation and they would get divorced. And if they wanted to go to marriage counseling, they'd find a therapist or a counselor or clergy and get some counseling. And I found that after doing 30 years of working with individuals and couples, it's often not that clear cut because people have parts that are ambivalent about what they want to do. Even when they're in marriage counseling, one or both has thought about leaving. But unless you address it, it just kind of is an exiled feeling that never gets noticed. And with that, the person that's harbored that thought can't fully be present because they're still considering what would be like if I ended this relationship. And when people get divorced, there are still times when they're wondering if it's the right thing to do. It's not always a linear process. There's a lot of regret or remorse or what ifs. But by then it's usually too late because the lawyers are involved, the process has started, everyone's been told, and it carries out the trajectory in that direction. So when you have marriage counseling and you have divorce mediation, they are two different skill sets. Compassionate mediation merges them together. And what that means is it's a process for resolving conflict. And it uses the therapeutic skills of internal family systems, the spiritual growth lessons I learned at the Chopra Center. It also includes, though, information about what a separation or divorce would look like. Because then, in the context of compassionate mediation, they can talk about it all. They don't have to pretend they have this part that hasn't thought of leaving, and they don't have to pretend in divorce that they don't have a part that wishes they could stay together. So what compassionate mediation does is empower you to empower them to talk about everything. And they truly can, even though they've thought of divorce, learn how to connect to their best self, let go of the limiting beliefs and judgments they took on with each other, unburden the pain from the past, and relate from their heart. And then when you teach them the miracle of empathy, where they use I messages and talk about their exiled feelings, not their judgment, when they do that, they can create a whole new relationship. And they often do. And you facilitated it. And I've often said, if we could just spare our children from the shrapnel of our animosity, there'd be a lot more happy families. So what this does, it teaches compassionate communication. It shares how to create a compassionate relationship with empathy. I give you the information that you can give them as to what all their different options are. I also give you the information to help you explain to them how to understand their rights and finances. And then you help them talk about everything and create whatever relationship is going to be in the highest good moving forward. So it's a hybrid. I used the term compassionate mediation. Perhaps I should have used conscious, compassionate conflict resolution. The certification that I'm offering is actually in compassionate mediation coaching. So you don't have to worry about the HIPAA laws or whether you're an attorney or a coach or a clergy or mediator. It's a skill set. It's a box of tools that you can use as needed, but it's also a whole process that I've outlined on the roadmap at lindakroll.com/roadmap. So the whole process of what we talk about in each session is outlined for you. And I give you that tool plus my other tools in the compassionate mediation tools for your practice. And then I'd like to give you my whole process. I'd like to teach you everything that I do so that you can use it in your practice and take it wherever you want in the world. So I hope that answers your question. It's new. When Dick Schwartz first founded Internal Family Systems over 30 years ago, I remembered seeing him in a room with a few people, not knowing that 30 years later, it was going to be a worldwide phenomenon, started by Dick many, many years ago. And I've always been in awe of how much work he put in, his dedication, his passion, and how he made all of this come to fruition, along with the other people at the IFS Institute who helped him along the way. But in the meantime, I don't have 30 years to do this, to get it out there, which is why I want to give it to you. I'm 73. Yep, hard to believe, but I am 73. So I want to give this to you so that you can give it to other people. And please check out lindakroll.com/roadmap to get a free roadmap. And then go to lindakroll.com/tools and sign up. And let me know if you'd like to be an affiliate. Let me know about taking my certification course, which is coming up soon. And I'm here to serve in any way I can. So thanks for asking. I hope that answered the question, and I'll get on to the next one.